Hey everyone, welcome back to Art of the Budget. Thanks for watching. My name's Nicole. I'm an artist and educator and cat mom. As you can see, living in the Pacific Northwest. My pronouns are she and her. I live on land that is the traditional territory of the Coast Salish tribes, and I am an artist and educator who is recently trying to kind of pull together my financial house and hoping to share with other folks who might be in a similar position to me what I learn about budgeting and investing and planning for retirement. And today we are just doing a budget check-in, a weekly check-in. I've got some transactions to put into every dollar, and I got a paycheck, so I'll have those transactions. I'm kind of wondering what people think I'm thinking about just including those on my spreadsheet and not including anything that comes out before taxes, before all that, not including it in every dollar. So let me know what you guys think. It would mean less transactions, and then every dollar does that nice thing where it tells you your percentages, and I think most of those are for after your sort of take-home pay, and so I'd like to have a better sense of those while still tracking everything like my retirement and that kind of stuff. So let me know what you think. Okay, so we're gonna dive into transactions. And it's been a really kind of hectic month. It was the end of the quarter. It was like one of those couple weeks where I felt like things should be really calming down, but they still felt very hectic, maybe until about yesterday. So let's see. I'm going to start with my first transactions, which are some eating out transactions. And let's see, I bought lunch yesterday for $14.53. That was like to have it delivered. I work at a school. School is out, a college, and classes are not happening, so there's no where to really buy lunch, so I ended up having to have it delivered. It was kind of a weird fluke because I had made enough food, and I normally pack 5 lunches and I bring them at the beginning of the week, but this week I only brought 4. So I think subconsciously I didn't want to eat what I brought or what I made. So anyway, I ended up getting a sandwich and chips and a Coke, which, man, was so delicious, for $14.53 delivered. Okay, I also picked up some dinner for $13.43 on my way from my day job to my community teaching class, and that was $13.43. It ended up being kind of a bummer because the electricity, like all of my town seemed to have lost electricity. I didn't lose it at my house, but I lost it downtown where the folk school I work at is, and so I ended up having to cancel class. So I bought dinner when I could have eaten at home at the end of the day, so that was too bad. But what are you gonna do? This is why we budget, I guess. I went to the vet this morning with my cat, and it's a rough life. Right now I'm dealing with I have 2 cats, and they're both having problems. One is having food allergies, and so we've had to do a lot of stuff, and actually we need to get an ultrasound just to make sure we are dealing with a food allergy and not something more serious. But I'm trying to postpone that till the new year, just so I could have a little more money. And my other cat, who I took today, they did an x-ray, and apparently he's having some arthritic pain, which really sucks because he's only about 8, and I know that's like technically old for a cat, but I was really hoping that both of them will just live to be, like 18 or 20. That's all. Anyway, I took him to the vet. We got an x-ray, which I have the bill right here. The office visit was $54. I feel like that's gone up. And I don't know, maybe I'll have to think about choosing another vet. Our main doctor just moved away, so I don't know. The x-ray itself was $80, and then I got medicine. He also had some skin irritation, so I got some antihistamine and some muscle relaxant for his pain, and one was $19 and one was $10, and then I picked up 2 dosages of Revolution, which is for fleas, which even though I live in a cold place, it's like not cold enough, so fleas are still a pretty big problem here. That was $39.78 for 2 doses, so that'll be for next month for both cats. And the total was $208.90, so that was kind of a lot. But I will say, I'm gonna pay it, so whatever I have to do to make it work. And I am trying, once I kind of reach some of my savings goals, I'd like to get a $5,000 sinking fund saved up for them, because I'm gonna do whatever they need. So hopefully they will never need something like emergency surgery, which could cost $5,000. But at some point, if I can, I want to start putting that money. I don't have a really set plan yet, but start putting away some money just for them, so that I have my emergency fund. So like that's helpful, but I'd like to earmark it, so then I sort of have to worry or do like mental gymnastics about that money less. So right now I'm a little bit over budget in these 2 areas, cat fund and travel. So I will figure out how to make it work. I am doing a sale tomorrow, a small sale with my artwork. So I'm hoping to make a little bit and help cover some of these unexpected costs. Okay, so I'm going to go up to insurance and taxes. Federal withholding taxes was $351.63 for this paycheck. Health insurance was $39. And that's going to go up, I think, about $10 to $5 per paycheck in the new year. OAC, Medican, D, Med-Aid, and SUP. I don't really know what all that stuff is, but it is $232.28 for this paycheck. I do know what it is, but anyway. What they take out, my contribution for my pension is $218.76, which is I'm a little bit further down. Here we go. And I just plop that in there. When I get my second paycheck of the month, I will actually just make sure that the planned amount is correct, and I will delete the transactions, and that will just sort of be a fund, so I can just kind of keep track. I go in and I check online when I'm doing my net worth every quarter, but that's just so I can kind of keep track of it. Okay, union dues were $31.26 this paycheck. I will do this first. I received money from an exhibition that I did. So I had an income of $72.50 in art sales. And actually it was all for sales, of which I donate 100% to a reproductive justice organization near the venue, in the region of the venue I'm showing at. So this will show me going over budget, but it will just be cleared up once I add that income in here. So $72.50. I then turned around and donated to the local abortion fund that serves Southeast United States. So $72.50, and I actually, if you follow me on Instagram, which you probably don't, that's all arts related and a little bit of like my cats. I donated a total of $100, and so I had gotten one payment from that show last month, and then I just held on to it and I put it all together and I donated $100 in one lump sum to this Southeast United States fund. All right, so let's go back up. Not gonna lie, I did some fun stuff this month. Okay, so personal money. I bought a necklace from my friend, and I actually, while I was doing that, she just makes really cool artwork, and I wanted to support her, and I wanted to own the necklace. So I bought myself a little gift, but I also paid her back. We applied for some exhibitions together, and we both paid some fees. But at the end of the day, she'd paid $20 more, so I sent her $10 extra. So that would go under application and membership fees for $10. And then the necklace was $20, and she was very sweet. She did not charge me any shipping or anything. So best friend. Okay. And let's see. I also went to Thai food, and that was $22.79. I went with my friend, and we had some dinner, and we watched a movie. So I'm gonna put that in entertainment. And I went to f.i.r.e. mostly to buy snacks, but then I also spent about $16 on potting soil and vermiculite, because one of my sort of 10 things to do before the end of the year was to repot all my plants that I had sort of mistakenly potted in sort of outside garden soil, and some of them sort of started to die. So I wanted to get some house plant potting soil and replant them, and so I did. That's what I did. So I'm gonna call this 16, and I'll call this 664 and track that. So I spent $9.28 at Safeway. I don't remember what for. I think it was actually for almond milk. And then I spent $43.58 at Safeway. That was for groceries last week. I did a really kind of bad job. Like, sort of spent a fair amount of money. I didn't really get a lot. And then, as I stated, I wasn't really into what I made for the week. So these things happen. And last but not least, I did spend a little bit of money on materials for the sale I'm doing tomorrow. I'm mostly selling jewelry that I made based on my sculptures, and I needed a little bit of I needed to get findings for necklaces and earrings. So I spent $9.16 at the jewelry sort of bead store. So I'll put that in there. And I think that's going to be fine, because I put this miscellaneous $50 in there. I'm not sure what it was for, but I actually met with my accountant this month, but she'll invoice me in January, so I will have that budgeted for in January. But I met with her to sort of find out what I need to do to get organized and be sort of above board with my very, very small business. I'm still not sure if I need to get a local business license, because when you go online, it says if you make this much or more, and I don't make anywhere near that much, as you will see, or as you have seen. So I'm still figuring it out. For any of you guys out there who have small businesses, will you let me know what you do? And like when you did it? Like, I know I've been following some other folks in like the ceramics field, and I'm wondering, like, when did you decide you needed to like go legit? So yeah, I have struggled with that, because I have like more than full-time job that's, you know, the W-2 situation. And so yeah, I'm curious about what other folks have done. So let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experience. Yeah, I will be back next week to do some more budget check-ins, or another budget check-in, and I will see you then. Thanks again for watching, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I'll be back.